Hello everyone, this is Venom. Welcome back to Weird Planet Entertainment, and today we're going to get right into some of the best ways I found to level up these science skills in Starfield. Now, as always, if you know a better way to level anything up here, I get anything incorrect, or if you, just like anything you heard, please leave a comment down below. And we're going to start today off with astrodynamics. Now this is one that's going to increase your jump range. All you have to do for the challenges on this one is just make grab jumps. So all you got to do, you can sit there and just make a bunch of grab jumps. They don't actually cost you any fuel. You can go back and forth between the same two systems if you want to. So astrodynamics is a pretty easy one to level up. Geology is up next. And this one involves, it says harvesting inorganic resources from 20 sources. All it is mining. So take your cutter, you start the game off at one. You can actually use a cave in the starting area, or pretty much just land anywhere random on the planet. Everything has got some place to mine up. So just go ahead and pull out your scanner, look for anything you can mine, and just start mining up a bunch of stuff. Caves help a lot. There are a few caves in the game that are listed as mines. Again, landing place random, and if it shows as a mine, there's going to have plenty of stuff in there to go ahead and mine up, but those mines are going to be your best way to do it. Or you can just kind of slow walk it and just scan around the surface of a planet for whatever minerals you see. But this is one that does not take very long to level up at all. Next up, we've got the medicine skill. This is a pretty easy one. All you have to do is continuously use health packs when you're damaged. If you want, you can just buy a ton of health packs. Now again, this is healing items. I typically use med packs because they're pretty easy to get, but it says any healing items. I don't know if this counts as food or anything. I have not seen it work with food. Typically med packs, trauma packs, emergency kits, those are the things. I mean, they're listed on here for bonuses, so that should be it. And I did it using just med packs. I just had a ton of med packs. That's what I was using. Really, I just kind of stood in front of an enemy. He wasn't too strong. He was kind of weak. I let him damage me, healed up, let him damage me again, healed up, damage, healed up, and rinse, repeat. And this will go up in no time. Next up is research methods, and this is an extremely easy one to level up. All you have to do is craft unique items. You cannot craft the same item over and over again. You just have to craft one unique item, or in this case, we have 5, 10, and 15 unique items. It's a fairly easy one to level up. It doesn't matter what category it is that you're crafting. Just go ahead and craft up whatever easy things you can, and you're good to go. Just make sure once you do hit your challenge goal, you go ahead and put a point into the skill so you can go ahead and get the next set going. Remember, your skills do not go retroactive, so make sure you're getting these skills leveled up as soon as you can so you're not wasting time. And with research, you definitely want this one to be completed sooner rather than later because it uses a lot less resources for these research projects you're doing. And next we have surveying. This one's going to be pretty straightforward and is one you're likely going to have to do passively or just kind of keep in mind to do it as you go from planet to planet. This one's just going to be scanning unique resources, flora or fauna. Next up, we have botany. And for this one, you just harvest plants, and that's how you level this one up. It's really easy. You can literally just hop on the surface of any planet that has any kind of foliage on it and has plants you can harvest, and just run around and harvest those plants back to back to back. Once you level up, go ahead and put another point in and continue harvesting. So these do not need to be unique plants. You can just harvest them from whatever, and you're good to go. So this is another fairly easy skill to level up as long as you got the skill points. Next up, we've got scanning. And this one is just scanning planets and moons. Pretty much pick a system, start scanning planets and moons. Once you scan them all, again, and you finish that challenge, go ahead and put a point in it and start scanning more. So it's easier to just start from the inner planets, work your way out. Once you finish up a system, move on to the next one. Choosing systems that have a lot of planets, or I said planets, choosing systems that have a lot of planets will help. That'll get you more, but there are obviously more than enough planets and moons in the game to tide you over for this. So again, another pretty simple one. This one can take a little bit more because you have to travel between planets to scan them. But again, it may take time, but it is a pretty easy one. Next up, we have got Spacesuit Design. This is going to be a very easy one to level up. All you have to do is craft a helmet or pack mod or spacesuit mod. You can craft the same mod over and over again. If you craft a mod and then remove it, that counts as 2 right there. Crafting a mod counts as 1. Removing it also counts as crafting a mod. So craft a mod, remove it, craft a mod, remove it, do it over and over again. The cheapest mod you can find, and you're good to go. I think I maxed out Spacesuit Design in like 5 minutes. Next up is weapon engineering, and just like Spacesuit Design, choose whatever weapon mod you want that's super cheap. Craft it, remove it, craft it, remove it, and you're going to have this leveled up in no time. This is another very easy one to level up. Again, that's weapon engineering. And next up, we have zoology. This is going to be a pretty easy one as well. It's just harvesting organic resources from creatures. It's just looting creatures. So find yourself a nice planet that's got a lot of creatures, a lot of herd animals. Take them down. Unfortunately, this one does involve you having to kill a lot of creatures, but you get a lot of good resources from them as well. So go ahead and kill a bunch of creatures. Go ahead and loot them, and this is how you're going to level up zoology pretty quickly. Next up, we have astrophysics, and this skill is a bit of a continuation from scanning. This one is again going to require you to scan unique planets or moons. So astrophysics, the exact same thing you did for the scanning talent, you're going to do for astrophysics. Next up, we have chemistry. Exactly what it sounds like. You're just going to be creating chemicals. And this one, you can create whatever chems you want to. It does not say unique, so you just can create the actual chems. So stock up on a bunch of materials to make one chemical, and just go ahead and make a bunch of them, level up, make a bunch more, level up, and continue on. Chemistry is another one that's going to be pretty easy to level up. Next up, we have Outpost Engineering. It says build different outpost modules. Keep in mind, furniture counts as outpost modules. I tested this out myself. I actually helped boost this up by building a bunch of different furniture pieces. Again, I built different furniture pieces. You can't build the same one, but building unique different furniture pieces actually counted for me once I built all the actual different, habitats and everything. So building the furniture did help. So don't worry about having to build, the huge habitats and constructors or fabricators. Go ahead and build the furniture, and that will satisfy the challenge. Next up, we have a Neutronic fusion, and this is another one that involves destroying ships. This is another one you should be able to knock out in the simulator. And this one, of course, gives you extra ship power. Now, next up, we have planetary habitation. This is the one that's going to involve you building habitats on different planets. You're going to have to be careful because you can only build on certain planets depending on your level of planetary habitation. But all you have to do is build habitats on these planets, and you're good to go. This is going to be a pretty good. It'll be a slow one, but an easy one because you're going to have to skip from planet to planet. You do have to build on different planets. You cannot build habitats on the same one. So build one, move to the next planet, build another one, and you will be full up and maxed out on planetary habitation before you know it. And finally, we have special projects. All this one is crafting manufactured components at the industrial workbench. Again, this one does not have to be unique. You just craft 10 of each kind, and you will have this one leveled up in maybe about 30 seconds. This is one that took me, this is probably the quickest one that I leveled up because you literally only have to craft 10 of each of these component types, and you're good to go. So special projects, another easy one to level up. Alright guys, that was all of the science perks. So that's going to do it for today. Again, please, if you know any other faster ways to do any of this, please let me know. Or if I got any information incorrect, I've tested all these myself. But again, I played a lot of the game. I may have forgotten some or written it out wrong. Or you may have a better way to do some of this stuff. So if you got anything, let me know down in the comments. Please subscribe if you like what we're doing. If you like the video, leave a like button. Or leave a like button. You know what? Yeah, leave a couple extra like buttons lying around. There you go. Confuse them. Leave a like if you liked the video. And thank y'all for coming by. I will see you later.